the ideal person for the ambassador for Canada to the world.
Yes.
Am I right? Especially English for North American and Europe, French for Europe, going to niche, right? And the uprising, economic uprising of China, you know, amazing. Next time when I see Mr. Harper, I will strongly recommend him. Patrick Chan is the ideal person for Canada, for the ambassador for Canada, right? So I hope that would encourage them to get more funding from the government for Patrick.
Yes.
Okay? Is that a deal? Right.
Can you say something in Chinese, either Mandarin or Cantonese?
Oh gosh.
我想麻烦你用那个中文回应一下，刚才你有说到说being Chinese Canadian， 然后你是很多人的 role model， 现在呢 ，Can you understand correct?
No.
To clear things up, I do not speak Mandarin. I speak just Cantonese.
Yeah, Cantonese.
I don't feel comfortable enough to answer in Cantonese either.
Just say some words.
Yeah, okay. I'll ask my question in English, and then you decide whether or not you want to reply in English or Cantonese. I want to ask you, you talk about being the role model for Chinese Canadians, and you also talk about the difficulties trying to raise funding in order to pursue your career in Canada. Can you maybe do a little bit a comparison or more like a reaction to lately we heard about NBA Jeremy Lin, and he is also a Chinese but a state American.
Yeah.
However, he has raised so much money just within this past 2 weeks, and there's such a warm welcome back from the society. Can you just tell us a little bit, how do you feel about that? You're a Canadian, also a Chinese, having the Chinese face, but you're struggling so much here.
I think it's great to see different athletes like Jeremy Lin coming up in the ranks and in different sports. It's really cool to see that. When I watch him, I kind of see myself as well. We're kind of pioneers in what we do. Chinese Canadians weren't always seen as very prominent athletes in their sports, so now you're seeing that develop. I think we're always very strong in academics, but now we're becoming more strong in athletics as well. We have a good balance. So it's hopefully because of Chinese Canadian immigrants or Chinese immigrants opening up their eyes and kind of seeing that athletics is a great way to do what to do after school, activity to stay healthy, because you need balance. You can't always be focused on academics. And but I do know that Jeremy Lin did go to Harvard, so he was very good academically, but also he's of course very gifted athletically. So we have a great balance. I think Chinese people have great balance with academics and athletics. So it's very cool to see that, and it's motivating. And I think it's only going to get better and better. We're going to see a lot more Chinese Canadians or Asian background, people of Asian background in many different sports with a lot of success.
Yes.
我想再回應一下頭先你位記者個問題。我想同你講咧，我哋Halifax 分會Nova Scotia 喺我哋分會會長楊力維先生嘅領導之下咧，當地已經有8個華人社團已經聯合同陳偉群籌款，已經喺新年嗰陣時候已經開始我哋嘅籌款。咁咧，我相信咧，可能係好快，希望定咗個日子嘅時候咧，就陳偉群會去嗰度，佢哋會再為佢舉辦一個籌款嘅晚宴。咁而咧喺我哋Winnipeg Manitoba 分會咧Eva Look 律師咧個會長，佢已經咧聯繫到當地喺華人省督李兆麟先生同埋夫人嘅支持之下咧，已經得到文化中心、當地嘅文化中心同埋當地嘅華人社會同埋當地嘅旅遊同埋政府咧大力嘅支持，佢哋準備咧會籌辦一個超過500或者超過500人嘅籌款晚宴。They try to organize 500 people 籌款晚宴 咁咧，而我哋沙省分會Nelson Ng 先生咧，佢已經同當地嘅最大嘅溜冰場嘅主人聯繫，希望睇下點樣又可以幫阿陳偉群同籌款。所以我相信今年我哋嘅籌款嘅數目係應該可觀，因為最重要，我哋希望陳偉群同學可以安心去訓練，去造就更高嘅成績。
Patrick, other than the Chinese communities
Go ahead.
fundraising for you, what are the other sources that your training and the competition funding come from?
Lots of sacrifice from my parents. My parents have given a lot of their time for me to do this, but also we have great support from my federation, my Canadian Federation, Skate Canada. They have come a long way. They have really improved on how to help me and help other skaters in the team. Whatever we need, we just tell them, and they're very, very good at understanding and listening to what we need, and they're very helpful in that way. So the funding that I get from my federation is quite has helped me quite a bit too.
What are your goals for going to Nice, and how do you feel about the contest in March?
It's easy to say that my goal is probably to defend my world title. I mean, Nice is a beautiful place, and it'll be a different environment too. I've never been there, let alone a place where there's not much snow. It's a very hot place, so it'll be interesting to see the reception of the audience, and also I'd like to just focus on how to keep this going. And each competition this year has been a great challenge. I've learned new things every competition. Each competition has gotten better and better, so I hope that Worlds will mark the end of this season with a really good note and with a really great skate. I've been doing well, but with still a little bit of mistakes here and there. The latest competitions I've been doing, so hopefully Nice will be a great place to wrap up the season with a good skate. Thank you.
Okay, we saw you have breakthrough years last year and keep going. Can you tell us about the reason you have this breakthrough, or what? Will your coaching another reason for that?
My success has come from, I think, a lot of different reasons. The Olympics being one of them. The disappointment I had at the Vancouver Olympics has definitely changed a lot of things. I kind of went back home and really refocused on what I needed to do. What I needed to change. First of all, I had to change my attitude and kind of why I'm skating, why I'm doing what I'm doing, have new goals, and also I started training differently physically. I started eating differently. I was eating more healthy. I was also training much better, training more efficiently. So it wasn't so much about working hard and hours and hours and hours of practice. It was more like maybe two hours of practice. Good quality practice, and that's good. That's enough for the day, right? So that's one of the examples, is just changing how I train so that I can stay strong and healthy and trained well for competition, but yet I have a good balance of being able to rest and have my own time, my personal time to rest, and because I've been doing this for a long time, so you get tired of it really easily, so really quickly. So you have to have a good balance.
Coaching?
Oh, my coaching? I've had great group of coaches. I've had Christy Craw, of course, who's in Colorado Springs. She's been my coach since the Olympics, and I've had a new coach, Kathy Johnson. She's like a movement coach, and she's really been great. We've been doing a lot of on-ice work and off-ice work of like modern dance. Off-ice, we've been dancing quite a bit and doing a lot of balance exercises to help me use my core better, because skating is really amazing, but you have to have good balance, and the root of skating is actually like dance. So dancing is the root of all movement, so we have to move more like balanced. You have to be more balanced, you have to be more strong to the center of your body so that you can move more efficiently. And so she's been a great addition. She's made a world of difference this past 2 years, so I'm having a really good feeling going into the Olympics.
Any more questions from the floor? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.